Chapter 26. Debating Max. Wes. Maybe it wasn't a big deal. I chew my lip as I get out of the car and head inside. It's not like it's illegal to drive your coworker home. But I had been about to kiss her. I'm still not sure what this thing is. Lydia makes my blood boil. She's infuriating at times. But sometimes I just want to scoop her up in my arms and keep her safe. And I don't know what that means. The sex is great though. The way she bent forward and... I stop that train of thought before I end up making myself hard again. Holding her body close to mine always feels right. I shouldn't have panicked. Seeing JD was so unexpected. It's supposed to be a secret and I almost got us caught. In the future, we have to be more careful. There's chicken with rice and peas in the fridge, Brick mutters as he spots me. He's sitting on the couch playing a shooter. Cod, I think. Thanks, I say and grab a plate. I scoop out a healthy portion and put it in the microwave while I get out my phone. I need to say something to Lydia. I stare at the screen. Do I apologize? For almost getting us caught? Or for leaving so quickly? Should I have stayed? Does she care? I keep staring until the food is done. I grab some cutlery and sit down at the island, my phone still open to our latest conversation. What should I say? I shovel the food into my mouth, listening to Brick grunt at his teammates and give them the occasional order. I think he's winning, but it's hard to tell. He sounds equally detached either way. With a sigh, I grab the phone. Sorry about leaving so abruptly. I just didn't want us to get caught. Letter by letter, I delete it. No. That's not right. It was strange seeing JD at your place. Delete, delete, delete. That's not it either. I really enjoyed our shift today. I smirk. No. I delete and put down my phone. Maybe I'll text her later. I eat the rest of the dinner. It's delicious. Brick is a great cook. He also studies nutrition, so I don't have to worry about the meals he cooks for us. Sometimes he'll do a cheat meal or something really unhealthy, but he lets us know. I have a theory that he does that when he's feeling homesick or lonely. But he's so stoic, it's hard to tell. Could you get that? Brick asks. I blink. Right, the doorbell. I push away the plate and get up. It's pretty late for a social visit. As I approach the door, my heart skips a beat. What if it's Lydia? I open the door, almost holding my breath. Chloe. Hi, she hiccups. She has Max with her. Max greets me happily and jumps up at me. I turn away from her. The site I found said the best way to teach a dog not to jump was simply to ignore them. What's wrong? Max settles down, and I open the door wider to let them in. She unhooks the leash, and Max disappears in search of more people to greet. It's Dean. Who? I follow Max into the living room. She's very excitedly licking Brick's face, and he's letting her, still focused on his game. My boyfriend. Right. I grab my plate off the island and put it in the sink. What about him? With my arms crossed, I lean back against the sink. He doesn't like Max. He wants me to get rid of her. He sounds like a real keeper. I glance over at Max, who is adamant Brick pays her attention. She loves Brick. And he seems to like her too. He's not a bad guy. And I think I love him. Good for you. There's a twinge at the words. Once I thought she loved me. But now I'm not even sure she knows what love is. My thoughts stray to Lydia and the way she looked at me before she turned around and bent over. I clear my throat and run some water so I can rinse the plate. He says Max is too wild. That she needs to be trained. She does. You know I don't have time for that. So, what do you expect me to do? I thought maybe you could take her for a while. She smiles in a way I used to think was cute. Now, it seems manipulative. You know I don't have time to train her. Her smile fades. Fine. I can't believe you're so selfish. I need you, Wes. Did that ever occur to you? You knew when we got her that you would be the one taking care of her most of the time. I'm happy to pitch in, but with my studies and practice, I don't have the time. Especially while I have the job at the pro shop. She snorts. It's not like you're busy all day, every day. I'm sure you could spend an hour or two training her. We agreed you would take her because of this. Your schedule is a lot lighter. Why don't you spend the time training her? I ask. You're just punishing me, and I don't know why, she complains. She looks as if she's about to cry. Behind her, Brick has paused his game and is petting Max. I'm not punishing you. I'm telling you the facts. If your boyfriend doesn't like her not being trained, maybe he can train her. That's not fair. I can't ask him to do that. You can't ask your current boyfriend, but you have no trouble asking your ex. It's your dog too. I sigh and rub the palms of my hands over my eyes. She's not wrong. Please, Wes? I had to take her out of the apartment because Dean had enough of her. You're really bending over backwards for this guy, huh? I regret my choice of words as they bring to mind someone else bending over. That's what you do in a relationship, Wes. But I don't expect you to know that. I can't take her now. Chloe's phone buzzes and she immediately brings it out. Her face brightens as she reads. He's fine with her staying, she sighs in relief. I shake my head. Was he really going to make you get rid of her? It doesn't matter now. Chloe waves it away. Because he wants me to come home. And he says he can learn to tolerate Max. Tolerate, I huff. I still need to train her. Chloe types a message and sends it. Come on, Max. We're going home. Max, come. She slaps her leg, but Max has draped herself over Brick as he's playing again. I wrinkle my forehead. Did you move in with him? No. Why? Then why does he think he can tell you what to do in your own home? She sighs deeply. You wouldn't understand. Max, I said come. Max finally detangles herself from Brick and comes up to Chloe. Maybe there's a course or something you could take? I suggest as I walk them to the door. What? A training course. I nod to the dog. Oh yeah. Maybe. She hurries out of the house and I watch as she almost drags Max behind her. Shaking my head, I grab my phone and head upstairs. There's no way I could take Max. I really hope this Dean guy is temporary. Who doesn't like dogs? That's a red flag if ever I heard one.
Chapter 27. A Kiss and a Look. Lydia. I've wanted to text Wes ever since he dropped me off on Tuesday. But something holds me back. If this is only sex to him, then maybe he doesn't want to hear from me. He sure disappeared quick enough when he thought we were about to get caught. And I haven't heard anything from him since. But as I approach the den on Thursday, there are butterflies in my stomach. Oh good, Miss Tina says as I come in. I don't know what's going on with the new hockey sticks, but we're going to have to send them back. So I need you to put them in the back as soon as possible. Some issue in the manufacturing process or something, I just found out. Luckily, we haven't sold very many of them. But if anyone comes in with one, you can just give them a refund. Okay. My eyes are panning over the store trying to find Wes. Wes is going to be a bit late. The coach asked if he could stay for a meeting. There was something they needed to go over for the game tomorrow. But he'll be here soon. Do you want me to stay with you? I shake my head. I'll manage. Good, then I'm going to take off. If Wes for some reason doesn't show up, you need to call me. I nod, even though I already know I won't be doing that. Ms. Tina got another set of keys and entrusted them to me, so I can close up if I need to. I get started with removing the defective hockey sticks immediately, wondering how long it'll be before Wes shows up. Less than half an hour later, he walks into the store. Hey. He stops in front of me. Hi. He adjusts his bag. I keep thinking about what happened. My breath catches. Oh. The way you looked when I took you right over there. I force a smile. Of course, he was thinking about the sex. Because that's what it's all about. He looks around as if he's about to steal something, then he places a hand on my waist and leans in. His lips press against mine. I kiss him back, because it's impossible not to. He awakens something inside me I can't control. When he pulls back, he's smiling. Let me put this away and I'll come help you. He gestures to his bag. I nod and check the hockey sticks to make sure I removed all the defective ones. I find a couple that have been misplaced and take them with me. I run into Wes in the door. Let me. He takes the sticks. With the others. Yeah. I hand them over. They need to go back. He puts the sticks away and joins me at the table with t-shirts and hoodies. I want to see you again, he says. You're seeing me right now. I furrow my brow at him. Oh, you mean? I give him a suggestive look. Maybe not while the store is open. That's not. I mean, sure, if you want to. But I meant maybe we should see each other outside of work. I nod and turn away. For sex. You want me to come over to your place again? My stomach almost churns at the thought of being shoved into the bathroom. Or I could come to your apartment. I nod. There's less chance of running into anyone there. Just Ellie. Ellie is your roommate? My sister. We're twins. Did I not tell you? He shakes his head. Is she going to be there this weekend? I take a deep breath. She's going to her boyfriend's tomorrow after classes. I think they're visiting his grandmother for the weekend. So I could come over? After the game. His face lights up with childish excitement and I almost laugh. Yes, that would work. Good. He grabs a hoodie and folds it. With downcast eyes, he clears his throat. Are you coming to the game? He's staring at the hoodie. The mean things his teammates said about me run through my head. Not sure, I say. I hadn't thought about it. I try to play it off. Because I have been thinking about it. But mixing me and his hockey life seems like a bad idea, and he probably doesn't want me anywhere near where his friends are. I know that the players' girlfriends go to the games and wear their boyfriends' jerseys. I've never been one of them, but I've seen the proud look on their faces. And I've seen the players look for them and wave from the ice. But I'm not his girlfriend, and he's not going to wave at me. Right? He nods. Would it bother you if I did? I've seen Chloe in a jersey. Why would it bother me? There's a confused look on his face. I shrug. No reason. I think you should come. Then you could cheer me on. He wants me there. I gape at him. I thought for sure he wouldn't want me to show up at his games. Okay, I say. Great. He leans in and kisses me so quickly it barely registers. He grins and I smile back. Wes, a voice calls. It's one of the hockey players. I don't know this one. It only takes a glance at Wes to know that the magic has been broken. He steps away from me as if I embarrass him. Just standing next to me is wrong. The smile on his face has faded as he goes to help the player. It's as if I don't exist anymore.